Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Beck and Development Weekly Stream, episode 194.
What up, man?
What's up, bro? How
Hey,
you doing?
testing. One,
What's
two,
up? What's up?
three.
What's up? You're here. I hear you.
Oh,
You hear me?
all right.
What's up?
I can't hear me, so
You can't hear you.
no.
Well, you
It's
know.
it's a blessing
Damn it. No.
and a curse.
It occurs. Well, what's up, guys? How y'all doing?
Someone gets to go through the day without hearing me.
It's good to see y'all around. We in it. Got some stuff to discuss, because of our turtle here, or title turtle.
The what?
Yeah, our title.
It said like turtle.
I finished that page we were working on last week, and I've gotten started on this new one, but I'm not too far into it, but I am setting everything up. And this page looked a lot different, again, in its thumbnail setup, so I don't even know if I still have that original setup in the under it anymore, because I've hacked it up. I've re-stretched things and everything. I have it somewhere though. But yeah, you've been saying,
that was then. This is now. This is
Yeah.
the page. This is what we're doing.
Yes,
Working on it.
You were saying it's been crazy. We've been saying it's been crazy weeks for weeks. So that really didn't change.
No, it's been a month, man.
Yeah.
Honest.
Yeah, I might just put like firecracker in the turkey. I don't know. Go out with a bang.
Hey, if it's gonna be that kind of party,
yeah,
I'm just gonna put something in the mashed potatoes.
Here we go. So I'm trying to find this page, guys. Let's see. I thought I had it isolated out before, but I don't.
So in preparation, what are we doing next week? Like you doing a turkey show or?
I don't know if I'm doing a turkey show. Okay, there it is.
I mean, I didn't ask you about anything else. I mean, just you doing a Thanksgiving Day show or what?
I don't know. Am I gonna be here? Probably. If it's on Thursday, then I don't know what's happening yet. But
I don't know.
This was the original thumbnail layout that I did.
Boring.
And so you can kind of see a little bit of the differences that I took, blending things together again. I get this figure down here I was working on. I got a lot of figure work to still kind of get in, but my main structures are there, my build outs. So I'm having a little bit of fun with it. This is a more fun page for me to do because it's, we get over there, we're helping them up, we're seeing the loading, and then boom, and the next page is crazier.
Does he ask him if he's pregnant or is he choking?
Yeah.
Is he trained in CPR, first aid? Whoever's running over to see if he's okay.
That's, it's not really that kind of...
fell down. I mean, do they do CPR there?
He's just coming over to help him back up, bro. You saw that panel.
He should check on him. Like he might need chest compression.
I actually did a panel where I was working on a version of that where he was kind of holding him up, or but it was like, dude, no, he ain't dying. He just got knocked down. Like,
you should do like that, whack him in the back,
No, I don't know. Whack him in the back.
Yeah.
Man, you Texans talk weird.
That old school CPR where you used to just smack them right between the shoulder blades.
Yeah.
I guess that was kind of if they're choking, but
No, that just happened to the back of my head more than my back, so
that explains a lot.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. So yeah, working on this figure here, this Destro, kind of dodging some Denethite. So
So what else is going on? So you're not headed north for Thanksgiving then?
Nope. I am
Okay.
working.
I
My plan is to be there next year.
I won a bunch of tannerite at a
Great.
at a clay shoot.
Nice.
Oh, it's great. Everybody all of a sudden just went, oh, because when they
Yeah.
found out that I won it. I don't know why. I mean, it makes me feel like I'm untrustworthy with.
It's not
Toys.
Thanksgiving Tannerite turkey.
Hey, there's an idea.
Yeah.
You could fit what, about 5 pounds in there, I think. But yeah, I'm being patient with that. Be like 4th of July or something. I'll have fun. New Year's is coming. That's right. Be like Chinese fireworks.
Chinese New Year's really fun.
Then I can go get some Chinese food and then blow that up too.
Yeah. It's great.
Oh, it'd be awesome. So I sent you some information, kind of chatting, talking before we hopped on here. So my wife's doing that nonprofit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so we were at an event raising some money and doing, just walking around and talking. Well, one of the booths was a honor flight booth. And so they're, selling items, hats, and the Korean War, the Vietnam, the World War II, Army, Navy, Marines, Coast Guard hats. And so I stopped by to talk to them and kind of asked them a little bit more because I know of it. I just didn't know a whole lot about it. And so what they do is they raise money and then coordinate the flights for flying World War II, Korea, and Vietnam veterans to Washington, D.C. to go see the war memorials. And so with that, we knew a few in our friend group. Anyway, so
Yeah.
we got them signed up. Well, in getting them signed up, they found out that my wife was a Gold Star family member. So they then waived her. She was a veteran anyway, so they were going to waive her cost to go. And then with me being a veteran, then they're going to have me go. So now her and I both get to go with our friend that we signed up. And then now I've got a guy at work that qualifies. He's going to go. So we're going to have a party.
Cool.
We're going to have a bunch of people on that, which is going to be cool. So they basically like buy out the whole Southwest airline flight. So they've got the whole plane. And then they fly everybody and we for 3 days up in Washington, which is going to be cool. So that just recently happened, which was awesome.
Good. Not such a bad week after all, huh?
There's some silver linings, yeah. There are. But then I come on here and then I get to see this and it just plays the bad week all over again.
Yeah. So, what's up?
No, man, you sent me the picture. You sent me the picture from the last page, and it's turning out great.
Oh, thanks, bud.
No, it is. It looks really good. Well, like I said before, we were talking about communicating the breaking of the panel on stream, and then not quite seeing it, and then when you finished it, it's like, all right, yeah, there's no question. You're not guessing what's going on. You did a good job.
Heck yeah. Yeah, right. That's definitely an incredible honor over there. That's awesome. No, I'm glad that thing's kicking off too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I mean, it seems to at least be just slowly moving. So forward progress is fine. The artist fatigue is what we got to worry about.
Yeah. Well, I had a little bit of that. I found my limit.
Yeah.
Yep. And I had to find it by going, like I told you guys I've been doing. That's literally how long I've been working on this all the time. And
need to get you like some Adderall or something.
That starts to get. I gotta shrink that head, but I can't lose that just yet. But it starts to get on your psychology a bit. So
I've been at this for 5.3 days. I'm almost there.
It gets like that, you know, and then it's like someone tries to call me. I'm like, nope, in 2 more hours I'm done, and that turns into 4 hours. Yeah,
I relate or laugh a little bit because I can only imagine, like, for me, when I program, like I told you, man, I'll be driving.
Oh, what's up, Puma?
And I'm working code in my head, like, while I'm driving.
Yeah.
I'm running the code, and well, if I do this, no, that won't work. If I do this, maybe. Well, if I do, and then all of a sudden, boom, light bulb, and then I'm like, hell yeah! And then I'm driving, and I'm like, I can't wait to get home. Can't wait to get home. And then I get home, and it's like, so I can only imagine.
Hold on, was that a Bill Burr impression?
Probably. I could, but I
think I know the bit.
I'd rather, I'd rather not on here because, you know, we're trying to keep it kind of PG if we can. So I'm just saying that I almost see that, like, if you're, man, throwing fetch with bit and talon, and then all of a sudden you're like, you know, then you go running back inside.
It's happened.
Like,
yeah,
you know,
it's totally happened.
That's how I'm going to draw that. You know,
it's happened. I mean, it still happens. That's kind of what some of my breaks. My only breaks are really like taking them outside, letting them play. You know, I have a quick cigarette or something. You know, and then get back.
Brain, man.
Huh?
Just run stuff through my brain. Flip it on the other side. Let me check this out.
It just changed.
There's just so many times that it's almost that epiphany moment, you know.
Yeah. Well,
your mic totally. There it went. All right.
Are we better now?
Yeah.
Okay.
It sounded like you stuck your head out the window.
Man, I mean, Joe was having problems with mics. I mean, this thing's a couple years old now, so I might be in the future.
I'm still going strong with this one. I don't know, man, whether I'll switch or not, or I don't know.
Well, I'm gonna try to continue talking about burnouts. So, because it was a crazy thing.
I mean, like a lot of like both tires on, or
like a lot of people
drifting.
Wonder about it, and wondering about it, how to deal with it. Does it happen? And I was very like, oh, I don't burn out, right?
Yeah.
But dude, you can't do that like all the time either. You know. So I've pulled back. I'm not on that 16-hour a day schedule anymore.
Yeah, cocaine's a little drug.
This had nothing to do with cocaine.
helps me get to the end of the day.
Is this a little projection? Are you revealing something to us?
No. I would be a lot skinnier than what I am right now. It's just, how else do you do a 28-hour day?
28-hour day.
Yeah.
Time travel.
Do you ever drink and black out, or as I like to call it, time travel?
That was a good one from.
Oh man, that was classic. You're drinking, you black out, you wake up in a bar, you black out, you wake up in another bar.
I believe that's right.
Oh man. But yeah, I get that, man. Like I said though, I think burnout though is when that's when you're done, right?
To me, that's I think that's what a lot of people imply that's what it is, but it's not. It's just
I guess
it's part of it,
Sure, but to me,
sometimes
I think it's more like fatigue, in my opinion. Because you're still going, right? You didn't burn out. There's still more left, right? You burn out. There's no more fuel. You're done.
Yeah. Oh, I keep trying to land on some of those topics and I keep losing them. But yeah, that's what it is, guys. I don't know. So I had to. I don't know. The big thing is, I was being harder on myself than what I should have been.
Yeah.
Trying to push further to prove to myself where the limits were, and I found them. And it's like I could pull that off for a few weeks in a row, and then the lack of sleep, because then my sleep cycle started to change. It was like, okay, well, since my body knows when I get up or when I'm conscious I need to get work done, it started making me sleep less. Like I was sleeping 4 or 5 hours a night. My body would wake me up and I wouldn't be able to get back to sleep. So,
yeah, it happens. It's called boot camp.
Right.
There's a lot of people that are able to do it, man. It's amazing when you program your brain, man.
Yeah.
What you can put up with. The trick is unprogramming.
Unprogramming.
That's been my pain.
Well, this is today after the show. That's, I believe, 9 hours today that I worked, and I'm doing this a very strict thing right now. Remember, Pete said it, you mentioned it, and I know I didn't take it as an insult, but I do recognize, like, this obsession is going to take hold of me in some ways, and it started to. So I needed to pull out.
Absolutely, it was not in any way an insult. It was more.
Oh no, I know.
You know what I mean? It's more of like, we mentioned that a little bit, right? This is more of like a passion project times 3. Especially when you started talking to Pete about, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm about to do the lettering after I'm done with this, and I got this and that, blah blah blah. And he's like, so you're doing all of it but the printing? And you're like, yeah. And he's like, holy crap.
Well, it's an experience.
Oh, hey, man, here's what I'll relate that to, and it's probably hereditary, okay? Because, like, at work, okay, I've been a cable guy, I've been a satellite TV installer, a IT help desk, I've been the system admin. I've been a wind turbine technician and a weapons systems technician in the military and a electrician since I was 12. And man, it's just I don't know. I've dabbled and played in so many different things now that it's how do I pick and choose? We've done a video game. I mean, how do I pick and choose either what I'm good at or what I want to do? But how best to be able to at least relate to those different job fields and lead a team if we're going to lead a larger team in game development or further the art studio or whatever that may be. If you've at least dabbled and played in each of those environments and different roles, then you can at least have the conversation with those people that are responsible for doing that piece and not necessarily be the absolute master and best of it, but at least be able to have a conversation with them and say, hey, might we be able to do this, or this is my vision, this is what I'm looking for. I'm gonna let you guys do it. I know it can be done because I've done it before, but I'm gonna step back. I'm gonna let you guys or girls handle whatever this is. I'm gonna let the team take over. Y'all be creative. I'll come back. I'm gonna go get some coffee. I'll see you in a bit. And you let them have it, but give them direction or be able to have that conversation with them without having understanding and experience in those different areas, doing those different roles like you're doing. Once you get done, or you're probably are, you're there anyway. You understand the multi-facet and the different pieces of doing a book. You're pulling it together.
I mean, I worked for many people that, because they led the project, they believed they knew it all, and that's why I can't really tell anyone, hey, go play this project. I worked on that. It's not there to work. It's not there to play. It released. It's just people, some people just don't know what they're doing. Things get pulled when they realize, oh man, we shouldn't have done it that way. It's like, yeah, we told you that. But, well, I worked with an animation team. I was heading that up. So I'm just drawing concept art and characters and storyboards. And, these were some awesome guys too. Like a group of a bunch of friends. I called everyone guys. There were 3 girls, and I think there was 4 or 5 guys. And actually, it wasn't Harry. Harry didn't come with that. He came with another group. But yeah, like me and Joe saw a bunch of people kind of come in, come out. But this animation team was rocking. 3D animators, 3D sculptors. I would walk in, show them my thumbnails and my storyboards and the character design. And they just started cranking all that stuff out. And then in a few weeks, they were like, come see our animatic. I'm like, yep, that shot's good. Yep, that's cool. Yep, that's awesome. Holy crap, that's a good way to do it,
Yeah.
So, and even talking about how a vehicle would change and morph into another thing, and he would show me, okay, well, I took your concept drawing and here are the parts I built. Here's how it can unfold into this. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's cool. Sure. It's really fun when you can work with people that actually love what they do. And that's why that group of people, that group of guys, and girls, they ended up like, they knew how each other worked because they worked together through school together on all these projects. So they already had their team. Some of them work at Crystal Dynamics. They've worked all kinds of places, even at Unreal officially.
Yeah, that's cool.
So, awesome people, awesome talent.
But back on that piece, as far as I get Pete's point, the obsessive piece. because especially when you get down, when you can take a magnifying glass to what you're drawing and putting together and appreciate it, then you've got a lot of passion invested in this. And so I think that explanation was spot on, in my opinion.
Right. So I have to just be responsible for the art, pushing the artist. And I don't mean to speak in third person because it's stupid. Yeah. But as I'm going to work as far as I can. But if I'm going to be smart about this, I have to be able to recognize when it's not. It's not good. So
you need to start telling Jeremy to hurry up.
So that's kind of where I'm at. Like, just take better care.
What's that on Seinfeld?
I don't know.
Where he kept he always referred. One guy Elaine was dating or whatever kept referring to himself in third party, and it's like, that's so creepy.
Yeah.
We need a character like that in the game. Mondo's gonna go find some items. Wait, what? Mondo doesn't like. There's my next voiceover.
Yep.
Be a monotone Mondo. Man, you're really tired. It's going to be hard to get you to laugh for the next 30 minutes. So there was this guy. Well, not really a guy, but you know what I mean. And he walks into a bar. And then the next one ducks. That's the end. Yeah, there went the mute button. Anyway, I like it. It makes me laugh. That's all that matters. As long as I make myself happy, right?
Yeah.
I could care less. All right, so working on the page. What else is going on?
I don't know. That's what happens when you work. Try to concentrate and
get
try to work with it.
Bit's doing all right. He's doing good.
Good. Running around.
It's probably too sticky of a topic to talk about just anything in the news right now.
Yeah, I mean,
it's
there's a lot of stuff we could talk about, comics and stuff. By the way, that's what this show's about. But,
go for it, man, because
so we got
not like I know any of it. Go for it.
We got B Rose's comic in today. Heck yeah! So I'm trying to get that dealio open. Really cool box that 656 and a lot of those guys end up making these awesome Wicked boxes. But yeah, it came with all kinds of goodies. Wicked standee, metal print, which is sick. Gotta love those. And yes, 2 covers of his book. That one and this one. So heck yeah. Looks awesome, B-Rose. Well done. It's finally here. I'm going to read it soon. Heck yeah. So thank you, boss, for getting that in.
It look good.
Yeah. Real good. What's up, brother? Let's see. Get my face off here. But yeah, it's awesome. I heard Tiger Blue 3 is, I thought it was closed. but I was hearing some tweets out there that was saying differently.
Oh yeah.
I thought that's what I was seeing. I'm checking now, make sure these posts are right because I reposted them. Joe did an
5
embrace.
days left.
It does have 5 days left.
Mhm.
Heck yeah. Yep. All right, yeah. There we go. Pulling it up now. Check it out. Yeah, guys. So, ooh, that's a heavy goal. Ooh, the lolly. All right. Well, 5 days, guys. Push it.
Mm.
This is Garcia again. Love his artwork. It's always awesome. He kicks butt. The action scenes are really sweet, really dynamic. I mean, look at leg, that knee. Yeah, looks good. Heck yeah, guys. Go check it out.
Was he fighting a Ninja Turtle?
He fights all kinds of weird creatures. Like when he had us do the game, I don't even know what that thing was in the first book.
A snake, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, that's right. It was a snake because he was spitting venom. That's right. Okay.
Something like that.
Yeah. Jose's designs are so crazy. But
yeah, it's like a tiger blue Ninja Turtle picture.
yeah. I mean, you got the Sega one, don't you?
Yeah.
Did you ever get the Super Nintendo one?
So I have
Isn't there a Game Boy one too?
I've got Game Boy, Super NES, and Sega.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
I know
I had to sweet talk him for the for the Sega one because I got supposedly I got the last one that was left.
Dang. It was real fun when he got the game and then he was like, I plugged it up on my arcade stick.
Yeah.
My kids love it. You know.
It's wild that it played like that, you know?
Mm-hmm. You did a damn good job of just making sure it was minimal.
I was just trying to keep it from breaking, man. You know? And like make it a button masher, you know?
Yeah.
And just trying to make sure it did like, you know, do then crash, and he'd be like, "Hey, bro, like, yeah, it doesn't work."
No, luckily, you know what you're doing. A little bit more what we've seen in a lot of AAA.
Well,
stuff.
I mean, like I said, man, I don't want to call it putting traps in there, but in programming language, we'll use like a trap.
Yeah.
And you do that to try to debug and find, you know, certain stuff, and then along with that, there's then basic just reset realignment protocols that it's like if it gets out of whack, it's, hey, all right, revert back to this. And that's like where you've noticed sometimes where even like with the battle the different battle scenes or battle modes or sequences, you know, it may glitch for a second, but once you hit that next sequence or whatever, it'll get back in line.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was pretty wild, dude. I did that in what, like a week?
No, it took us a couple months.
No. I mean, yes, it did, but like me actually hammering on it, it took a week.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
and then that turned around and helped.
Yeah.
Polish.
But that was It actually really did. Some of the R&D with that was reused.
Mhm.
Yes, and then it did help clean things and enhance what we were trying to do. It was fun, to put that together. What else going on? No, in the
No.
comic world, you were heading down that hole. So B Rose sent some stuff.
When Joe did a embrace piece on his recent show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I need to follow up on him and see where he's at on Star Circuit Deuce.
He's getting editors right now for his script. I think is what he was saying. It's looking good. I've had my eyeballs on it.
Yeah.
So it looks real good. I'm excited to see an editor come through, see what it turns out in the end, because that'll be
Right.
it'd be really, it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be sweet. So
You did good with the website.
yeah, you did. That's the other thing I need to do is maybe only working 8 hours on drawing will give me time to sit down and update some of that stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's what's up.
All right. Well, we need to get Adam Sandler's turkey and stuffing song ready to go. Turkey for you, turkey for me. Come on, man. It's a tradition. No?
For who? For who?
Oh, come on. You don't listen to that every year?
No.
That's like as classic as listening to Chipmunks on Christmas.
What's up, Chris Fisk? Save me. You want a link? I don't know what he's drinking tonight, but it's not jiving with me today.
That's not cool, man. Hey, I'm just here to get y'all riled up, and it works.
It's funny.
But gotta get my copy of Planes, Trains, and Automobiles fired up. That's his Thanksgiving tradition. I've not seen that in quite some time.
I haven't either.
Dude, I really actually need to start. I need to do that and revisit those, man. John Candy was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
He was awesome. Need to watch Uncle Buck.
Mm-hmm. It's about that time, too, right?
Yeah, that was classic. Uncle Buck, Great Outdoors.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. I'm drawing a blank again. Whatever. I'll keep it. Dan Aykroyd. Isn't he still around?
Yeah. I think he makes a tequila now.
Oh, everybody does.
And he's into UFOs.
Becky and I have a tequila.
He's into UFOs real heavy. Like, he's a huge UFO guy.
Well, I mean,
it's awesome.
he has that leisure.
Mm-hmm.
But it'd be cool to see something from him again. He was always funny.
little fingers acting a little weird on me.
Yeah, that doesn't look right.
Neither does your face, but no one's complaining.
Hey.
Oh.
Half of it came from where yours came from. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got the better side.
I guess. You look like you need some sleep there, Hoss.
You're not the only one to say that.
You actually look like you just woke up.
I didn't. Like I said, I've been putting it in, but my body is actually, I have to recoup. A lot of things were depleted and pushing like I was doing. So I've got to get everything back up.
Yeah. What was it? There's those electrolyte packs. I'm trying to remember what they were called.
Emergencies?
No. Those have a lot of like vitamin C.
Drama man. It's my drama.
No, we get them at work. They're actually really good. They're not super sweet, but they've got a lot. They're kind of salty, so they're good.
What up, Chris Fisk? How you doing, buddy?
All right, man.
He's swallowed his microphone. I know that.
Wait, what?
There you are.
That's better.
Is my mic all messed up?
Oh, it sounds a little better now. It sounded more like you had it in an orifice there for a minute.
Oh. Got to keep that microphone a nice balmy 98.6 degrees.
That sounds a lot better. Yeah. Yeah.
Running out of my mic lube.
Yeah. I mean, you sound like you had it at your 6 o'clock.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Well, it's better than a thermos.
It's going to be a rough night.
Wow. Or a gerbil, right?
You remember that book, Private Parts?
Oh, my gosh.
Third book?
You just make sure you draw a string, around it. So
the last thing Richard Gere saw when he looked in the mirror backwards.
the retriever.
Yeah. Let me read.
Oh no.
Hey, you wanted to bring him on, so here he is.
Yeah. Man.
But see, he knows the art of innuendo. He's not sitting there like Norman. What was it?
Oh, you call me Norm Macdonald now?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
He's not like Norman McDonald said, I hate euphemism. It's stupid. And then he'll say it just plain as day and give your grandma a heart attack.
So my humor is like Norm Macdonald now. All right.
I don't know, man. Norm Macdonald's a legend.
He's a little dry for my taste.
Yeah. I don't know. His weekend updates, man. Holy crap.
So what have you been up to, man?
Mainly just work and book stuff. I mean,
yeah. So book 2's coming.
Oh yeah. I don't know, man. It sucks when you're not the artist because like you're basically kind of like at the mercy of another group, and it's like, when things fall behind or schedules get changed or whatever, it's not like you could be like, well, that one's on me. Sorry, guys. It's like,
It sucks when you're not the artist and you're waiting on one too.
Oof. Yeah.
I couldn't help it. Oh yeah, but no, I get it, dude.
What's up, Jay Ryan? What's up?
I still revisit back to. I mean, you look at all the effort that's going into what he's doing, man. It's that's a lot of time.
Well, I think that's why they call it painstaking detail.
Yeah.
Because, that's
yeah.
But here's what here's what I'll say. There's other stuff that he's trying to set up that he's got a vision for,
That
which
does
I
not go there. Jeremy.
I agree.
That just does not go there. Okay.
That his tail is
That does not go there.
it's like Peroni's disease.
No, it matched the facial expression is all it grabbed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked like Tom Hanks in Castaway trying to make a fire, you know.
I have made fire.
Yeah, I made fire. Yeah. Well, he's
He's real
rubbing
proud
that
of
wood
it.
together. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that Peroni's disease, I think, maybe. Don't Google that, kids.
Yeah. It's just emotional scarring.
Yeah. Like what?
It's done.
Oh.
It's just done. It's all done. Done.
So how any more printing going on or what?
Yeah, so I have both the like a resin printer and some filament printers.
Okay.
And like I've been printing on the filament printer. That's like the one that has the big wheel with the plastic like thread that you feed in.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing about filament printers is they don't really have the same detail. Like you can't get the same kind of smooth detail out of a filament printer that you can out of a resin printer.
Gotcha.
But that stuff's durable, man. Like
So is the resin printer the one like that melts away like after you're done and
yeah,
like, what's
yeah.
that one?
The resin one is like here's a vat of liquid, like just glue. Yeah, and it like lifts it
pretty
out
sick.
of it.
Yeah,
Hell
that's
yeah.
pretty sick looking.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because like both of those styles of printing have their own kind of pros and cons. Like the resin stuff is like super detailed and looks really cool, but like if you breathe on it the wrong way, you can break it. Even if you try to like, yeah, it's like even like the durable stuff. They're like, hey, yeah, this stuff's super durable. I'm like, yeah, I sneezed and snapped it in half. Like,
Yeah, I can't make gun parts out of that.
yeah, no ghost guns here. But the filament though is super durable. Like, I mean, I built like if you've ever seen there was this old board game called Heroescape, and it was like build your own battlefield.
Okay.
I basically like I'm working on my own tabletop RPG, and I was like, yeah, that's a really good like
I got you.
like made my own, and like, dude, you can step on those things are worse than Legos.
Yeah. Like what the old army men used to be.
Oh yeah.
Like you couldn't even bend the barrel over, you know what I mean? It went in your
Yep.
toe.
Are you doing terrain pieces?
Yeah, well, so I'm doing terrain tiles. I thought I could cheap out and just do like flat tiles for the figures to stand on, and then just leverage like a vinyl printing of the image of the terrain. So like here's some grass texture, here's some swamp texture, here's some desert sand or whatever, and then change the filament colors accordingly. Like I kind of like the way that it's turning out, but like nothing beats like 3D printed like rocks and 3D printed trees and stuff.
Oh yeah, because the textures and the way that the shape language holds.
Yeah, and it just looks cooler, you know. It's like
Yeah.
those old train sets.
Yeah.
That's
man.
another one, man. I bet you could probably make some pretty killer stuff from that. You need to do an old western scene with the
Dioramas.
you need to redo the town from Blazing Saddles.
Yeah, the sheriff is near.
What? Oh no!
You sure is good, and they sure is dumb.
There was a RPG video game that was out for Apple, and it was made by the Final Fantasy creator, which I'm always interested to see what they did. But what they did was they used dioramas for the background, and you're like, how the heck does that work? It was really cool to see it work. Much like how the old RPGs like Final Fantasy 6 or 5, all of those were segmented areas, and each time you would move into a new area. So the way they do it with this is the camera ends up, when you moving from one area to the next, it just shifts over into the next one, and it doesn't move fluidly through the level like you would expect, keeping that 3D panel. It does that only when you're transitioning into new areas. I'm trying to get this downloaded real quick, but
gonna need a crap load of
what was it
dimes.
called? Fantasian. So
I gotta look that one up.
yeah, it was only for Apple. I really wish I could find a way of playing that without having a fancy Apple device.
Yeah.
There's no emulator for that.
I don't know.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
I'm sure.
Well, hey, I'll send you my old
Somewhere.
iPhone. You can.
That's a way to do it right there. I just gotta connect to my internet. Let's see right here. Where are you? No, that's not the last download. Anyway, Fantasian, guys, go check it out. It's pretty
It
wicked.
says something about a diarrhea adventure RPG.
Diorama.
Roll versus Constitution. Saving throw versus ass blast.
There's
So
Oh, cool.
you can
that's
see.
actually pretty cool. Yeah.
Depth of field, yeah.
Yeah. And like you could tell that this has been built. Some of the
Dude,
but yeah, that's a 3D model, character animated.
Looks
character.
like Unreal.
that looks like Sid and Marty Croft stuff. Remember Land of the Lost? Like when they're like flying down the river, and it's like, yeah, that looks like a puddle.
Let me see if I can find a video of it real quick. Because it is. I was even talking to the White about this, with just never even. I don't think we got too far into it because trying to build that too. Could you imagine?
Oh my
God, yeah.
So-
Oh my God. I mean, I know you're whiz now with acrylics and stuff, but oh my God.
because texturing like that, to be honest, it's just something I wouldn't have the mastery at some of these train model
That'd be
guys
pretty
actually
wild,
have.
man. Yeah, that'd be
You
pretty
know.
wild.
So they're also 3D scanning some of these too, but look how many.
Oh,
But you
wow.
just saw it. You saw it transition, right?
Yep.
Look how cool it looks up.
Yeah, it looks very tactile. Like it looks.
Like you could touch it.
Yeah.
It looks like you could do that in Unreal, though. I mean, I'm not
Yeah, I
taking
bet
away
it's-
from it. I'm
bet
just
it's
saying,
made
like,
in Unreal.
I'm sorry. For me, looking at it, it looks like Unreal could pull that off.
With very little asking of the volumetric,
Especially with nanite. And
that's what I mean. You wouldn't have to use that many nanites triangles for this to get this kind of this look. Because even at diorama, like Chris, you've seen that there's still a style to how the trees look, how chunky they are, or how the rocks tend to be. Because it's all scaled down.
It'd still take a second, but that's pretty. That's interesting.
Yeah, you try to use Unreal 5 with it, it'd be real fun if you could find out how to, instead of trying to constantly increase the nanite triangles, trying to kind of pull some of them back, maybe get that dollhouse kind of, proportions to certain things.
I'm sure you could. It's almost like just doing a snap to with the cameras, and they've even set up the railing now where you can do the actual old school tracks and rails where the camera will actually then move and be in a curve and all of those different items.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And so you could set it up to have that cinematic move of the camera like that. I mean, it'd take a little bit of time, but it does look like that could be recreated.
Well, that depth of field is really what lends itself to the diorama. Like
Octopath
Traveler does that. Yeah. You have like an extremely low focal point. I don't know. I kind of like that. Like I remember when that first started up. Remember that they're like, here's like a what is it, like a time lapse of like some like bay or like some farm or whatever, and like it just looks like it's on a train set, but it's actually legit. And I'm like, oh, that looks awesome.
Did you ever play the remake of Link's Awakening?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I love it. It was so much fun, and it does. It plays like it's its little toy box.
Yep.
With the way it feels.
All I know is I heard they're making a Legend of Zelda movie or something.
Yeah.
That's about the
Ryan,
depth of my knowledge right now.
I wish Hollywood didn't make me so pessimistic, because like
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
it's
Like,
gonna suck.
well, yeah, like the Mario movie when it was first announced, I'm like, yep, they're gonna freaking girl boss that crap. Like, I'm not interested.
It's
And they
gonna have,
did. Like,
it's
Didn't
gonna
it
have
turn out?
something stupid in it, you know.
yeah.
Well, I didn't see it yet.
You
I
know.
heard it was good.
All right, let me throw this out there.
Mm.
Was it Korea that made the games not too long ago, or
The Squid Games?
yes,
Yeah, that's Korean.
they need to make Legend of Zelda. You know what
Yes!
I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you know
My
what I mean? Like,
people.
They're talking about. Didn't Netflix just announce that they're doing one?
they're gonna do a sequel. They're gonna do another one. I thought.
No.
Squid
I'm
Games,
talking
but
about Legend of Zelda live action. I thought that just like.
No,
it was in the news. That's why I was saying it. I heard
Yeah.
it like that.
yeah,
But who's
also-
doing it? And if Netflix does it, I'm gonna keep
Yeah.
my mouth shut
Black
on
Link.
here because I'm just gonna stay impartial.
Well, the thing that really turned me off right out of the gate was they said they wanted to make it live action, and it's like, have you not seen the Warcraft movie? Like,
Yeah.
do you not know what this?
I've
will
not.
Do?
So you're telling me like save my dimes and don't go?
Yeah, the best parts of the Warcraft movie were all the CG stuff with the orcs, and then as soon as they brought the humans in, it was like, this looks awful. Like, yeah.
But you know what I mean? I'm talking like there was no wokeness, there was no craziness, there was no like it was just full on. This is raw. We're gonna do Squid Games. Like here it is. And
Yeah.
I gave them some credit with that. It had some difference. You know what I mean? When we needed something different to watch, it still had some morbid stuff to it. But I mean,
Yeah.
I'll give it to them. The creativity was there. The out of the box thinking, and I'd like to see something like that again.
Yeah, well, that's kind of the why I'm so kind of black-pilled when it comes to Hollywood is that that whole like we were warned when Yuri Bezmenov said back in the 80s, he's like, look, dude, they're gonna use our media to demoralize us, and lo and behold, and like meanwhile, Korea and Southeast Asia are just taking our lunch. I mean, Parasite, which was a Korean film, won best film in Hollywood. That's like coming into somebody else's neighborhood and winning the award. Like,
yeah, GDC in San Francisco, I think it's 2016. I mean, the South Koreans had a freaking like booth set up right there, and the games that they were having at that time, they were wicked cool. Like, yeah,
that's once again where you look. The competition allows for that little creative studio to just stomp you because you get
so
too
much
big
talent out there,
and you get tunnel vision. And this worked 5 years ago, but it's not going to work now. It's not fresh, and you get beat.
Yeah. And unfortunately, it seems like Hollywood is hell bent on imploding, where these foreign markets are like, dude, now that technology is accessible to us, we're not hindered by the limitations.
Sure.
Like, you remember how back in the day, like there was like the Turkish Spider-Man, and we all laughed because the special effects were bad. The special effects are so good now and so accessible that anybody could grab like Unreal 5 and make a movie out of it.
Yeah. And what we don't need is another Spider-Man. I'm sorry. We don't need another Superman movie. We don't need another Marvel movie. We don't need another Batman. We
told
just
you he's saucy tonight, didn't I? He's sassy tonight.
Death of the capes and tights.
The last thing I need to see is another how how Peter Parker became Spider-Man. Like, I don't need another rendition of that crap. It's like what I'm getting at, man, is the creativity, and so add to that, my life is still going on without Hollywood. Honest, I could care less. I like what you guys are doing, what Jeremy's doing. I'd love to see the indie come up and start making stuff that's fresh and new and thought out and great and awesome without Hollywood, and just move on and do an independent, exactly what you just said. If Korea can do it, great. If others outside because of the technology do it, that's great. I'm not dependent on whether whomever in Hollywood makes whatever they're going to make so that I have entertainment to watch. I'll figure something out, or I'll watch reruns at that point. I mean, like we talked about pulling out some John Candy movies. I'd be fine with that. You know, they're not bringing out anything new anymore. I think that's the other reason why they're on strike and they're losing and nobody cares. Because they're not relevant anymore. They're not.
Over.
It's done. You know, I want to see what the independents pull out. I want to see what the creative. I want to see more creativity.
Yeah, amen. I mean, that's kind of what has pulled me out of like the media withdrawal depression. Like, when all of my hobbies blew up in my face and told me that like Dungeons and Dragons is now racist. Like orcs are racist. You need battle warfare. I'm like, I'm out. Like all of them were gone. And then the indie stuff started popping up and I'm like, oh, what's this? And I was like, oh, this is actually cool. Like I'm going over here.
What was it? I was watching something else, man, and they started putting stuff in my face that I just don't agree with. And I'm like, I'm going to turn this off. I'm just not going to watch it. And so they lose.
I'm too much of a horror fan to feel that way about anything. If I just don't like it, I won't watch it. But sometimes I like, to see something that does break my paradigm for a second. In entertainment, because that's what it is.
Yeah, we're gonna have to take that off stream, and I'll test that theory here in a second. I like to see stuff that breaks my barriers. Okay, all right.
Yeah, for the Rumble stream.
What was that?
I think it's funny how that's what you heard because I said horror fan, so context. But I get you.
Well, so any good horror movies lately? Like,
actually, no.
What was it I tried to pull up and oh man, I was so disappointed. The House of
1,000 Corpses.
No.
Wax House.
The Haunting of Hill House.
The Haunting of Hill
House. That was terrible.
The House on the Hill, right?
That was terrible.
Yeah. Vincent Price. No.
Fall of House
of Usher.
Yeah. That's who wrote that?
Edgar Allan Poe?
Wasn't that Poe? Yeah.
Whatever.
That's the best review ever. I don't even have the energy to care. Like,
I got like 2 episodes in, maybe, and at first I'm like, all right, guys at work said this is good. All right, cool. So I'm gonna give it a shot. Guys at work said it's good, and I'm like, all right, and then I did another and then I'm like, I'll try it one more, and then I'm like, it's done.
The old army try.
I did.
Yeah.
I did. Even the college try. I went, did the other side just to check and see. Nope, didn't like it.
Turn the other cheek, huh?
Still didn't like it. We have lost with the chat, man. I haven't been checking it.
There really is the explosion of Evansville.
He's right, man. Jay's right.
I mean, with the advent of phones and stuff, and they're getting better. I mean, have you seen what the what the African guys are doing over there? Dude, they're doing some cool action movies with like fake toy guns made of cardboard and stuff. It's awesome.
All right, Fisk, did you watch Alice in Borderland?
No, what's that?
It's on Netflix, and it's like an Asian dub over, but it's I think it came out like after Squid Games.
Oh.
And it's kind of an alternate reality. They've got to play by the rules and play a game or else face the consequences. It's kind of, like take Saw and mash it up with Alice in Wonderland, and
Oh, it kind of sounds like a good premise. Holy crap!
Mhm.
it was a little creative. I'll give it. I mean, it was, it was different. So then it wasn't boring.
Ah.
So that was kind of cool. And deep down, what it was is like all of these different games. You had to win a card, and then they get to the face cards. Of course, they're harder, and if they don't win, they die.
Queen of Hearts off with her head.
Like that, yeah.
Yeah.
And so anyway, they but it was different, I mean, something you could actually kind of like, oh, I've not seen this before, and get a little bit entertained. There's just so much stuff that I don't think we're gonna get anywhere, man. I wish they just the strike would just go indefinite.
Yeah. Well, for me,
what are we missing out on? So there's a
Cole
strike
Bear.
in Hollywood.
We're
Like, what
missing
are
out
we
on
missing?
Cole Bear,
Another
dude.
Marvel
That's all it
movie?
is. As soon as that thing was over, he's got an episode out. Like, that's all we were missing, dude. That's all you're missing is those light hose. That's all you're missing. That's it.
The which ones? I don't watch, dude. I don't watch TV
either.
anymore.
That's kind of my point.
Yeah, so I don't even know.
The big loss.
So I don't even. I mean, who watches actual late night TV show anymore? Is Kimmel still on?
Yeah, I think he's going. Isn't he? I don't know. No, I don't know.
Does anybody care?
I'm out of the loop.
Yeah, that's the more important.
Hey.
Because whatever. I mean, I'm all about a guy needing to eat, but
No,
anyway.
I was getting disappointed by the loss of physical media, and I started buying, like, I was like panic buying, like I got like All in the Family, because that's going to get censored.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't believe it was on Netflix a year or so ago, man. Meathead and the whole deal, and I'm like, yeah, they're not going to keep that on here very long.
No, I wish they had it in a living color DVD box set.
I think. Hold on.
Oh man. Man, homie, don't play that.
Oh hell no!
Right?
2 steps around the world.
I give you 5 cents, and you let me. You want it a little bit, and I give it back.
I give you 15 cents and you give me 2 buns and a pickle.
Is that a pickle jar? Yeah, but it ain't got pickles in it.
Yeah, it's like turd floating.
Yeah, I have living color too.
Oh damn!
Oh,
It's
man.
$15 right now.
Oh,
Dude, in living color, man, that was
classic, dude. That was man, that was groundbreaking, just absolute in your face Saturday Night Live. Like, y'all, you lost.
Yeah. My sister Wendy got that for me
Oh man,
a few years ago.
that's a treasure, man.
Well, it's
That's
2
cool.
of them. I think it's like, or it's just it might be all the seasons in one big box
Serious?
set.
I was ecstatic years ago. My buddy got the Beavis and Butthead box set, and I was like, yes! And we went to watch it, and none of the music videos were on it.
Oh.
And I was like, this sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is terrible. And
Well, they redesigned their T-shirts too. It's not AC/DC and Metallica anymore.
no, I did not see that.
Yeah, they did like a reboot, and the reboot is surprisingly good. Like Mike Judge, man, that guy's bass.
Oh,
he's
he's a genius.
Yeah.
But no, I didn't pay that close of attention. What do you mean they changed it?
So Beavis isn't wearing Metallica, and Butthead isn't wearing AC/DC. It's like something else. And then they do episodes where they're fast forwarded in time, so they're like in modern era, and they're all old and
I've
sad.
seen that piece.
But yeah, there's
or
multiple
at least like they had
episodes of
cell
that.
phones, and they've I mean, they're not in the 90s anymore.
Yep. And then they have episodes where they are in the 90s, but they got rid of, and then instead of doing music videos, now they're reviewing TikToks.
Oh, I didn't see that piece. All right, well, I definitely do need to get updated. I don't think I made it that far. I was watching the ones that were the old box set, like done, but no videos on them.
Oh,
Theater
yeah, that's
collision.
like the majority of the fun in those things
That
too.
that was 90% of the show was
Yeah.
them ripping apart a music video, like Porno for Pyros.
Yeah.
Oh man, he's gonna go in the bathroom and like pull something out of his pants, and just having that commentary on stuff was just awesome. That was.
They had one where like, I don't get it. Is that guy singing a song about not getting scoring with chicks because he doesn't want to? That doesn't make any sense. That son of a bitch, and he like starts kicking the TV and stuff. But it's like, usually I tell you to settle down, but this time, Beavis, keep on going, man. You are right on, brother. It's like some people will never get it and score.
This sucks. That was great. I missed that, man. Classic.
Yeah.
I actually had the video game for Sega Genesis, man, and I don't know where it is. I don't know if it's stuck in a box somewhere at the house. That was the only Sega game I did not bring over to Josh and Jeremy when they were growing up, because I knew it would have been it'd have been done.
Yeah. You would have been
Yeah, it was bad enough I brought everything else that I brought.
Eternal Champions.
Oh,
that was the one that got him.
Yeah.
Oh man, the stage fatalities, those were the best.
Yeah.
Those were awesome. And I knew which ones they were. And I'm like, hey,
We
if
were
you
just
stand
talking
here
about
and
that
do
last
this, and I was
time. It was
teaching them,
like
and I was like,
stage
if you stand here and do
fatalities.
this. And the guy goes up into the sign up on top of the building and starts getting electrocuted. And my stepmom's like, what is this? And it's like, uh-oh.
The gig is up.
Well, it's a video game. It's not real.
Yeah. Oh, that's a lot of raspberry jelly coming out of that man.
The drive-by, the
He had
pit,
Krispy
the
Kreme
fire
this
pit.
morning.
Yeah. No, did you ever play the Sega CD version?
No.
No.
Yeah, they added a bunch of other characters and stages, and
Oh, no way.
yeah, there's like a couple of pre-rendered cutscenes and stuff. Like one of my other side hobbies is emulating games, and I built like a whole I got like the whole shebang.
Yeah.
And like 12 terabytes worth.
Awesome.
And yeah, man, like there were so many games I was too poor to own as a kid.
Right.
And I'm coming back to them, and I'm like, because most modern games, man, like I don't want to pay $70 for a movie,
Right.
you know?
And then them turn around and make you have to pay another $70 to actually keep playing it.
Yeah. This
Wink,
online
wink,
stuff.
wink. Yeah.
Yeah.
That old one, we're shutting that one down. We're going to do this new one, and you got to pay again.
Yep. Yeah, Nintendo's like infamous for that.
Oh,
How many times do you want to rebuy Donkey Kong?
well, how good looking is the donkey?
Wait a minute.
It's carne de burro.
I mean, I think Skyrim is pretty much the most guilty culprit of that.
Oh,
Yeah. I remember the refrigerator.
Dude, I have it on the Alexa or the Amazon thing. I think it's hilarious. And that's real. That wasn't just a goof. You can tell your Alexa, let me play Skyrim, and it will voice. I thought it was more than what it was.
You're
Like, I was
narrating Skyrim?
I thought it was gonna give me a whole narration of Skyrim. I was like, this is actually pretty cool. I could draw and play Skyrim at the same time. What? No way. And then you get in and it's like, it's just a repetition of sight. It keeps your HP somehow by telling you you're almost dead or you're healthy. Or it's kind of dumb and redundant after.
And then does it ask you to input another $5 to keep going for 10 more minutes?
No.
Did you ever play that game with the Macho Man Randy Savage mod for the dragons?
Yeah. The
Oh my
mod. Yeah, I think it was.
Oh my
it
God.
yeah.
It was like the whole opening scene just
With the
got
dragon.
so. Well, it's like, did you hear that? What's that sound? Ain't no stopping the Macho Man. It was like, there it is again. I'm wild, yeah. Yeah, and all the like all the voice lines were perfectly like they synced up to all of the
Oh,
actions.
It was
No
great.
kidding.
It flies, it takes to the air, and it goes, cream of the crop, rise to the top, or sky's the limit.
Did he do an elbow drop off of the dragon or what?
The dragon just comes out of the out of nowhere, just you're in the middle of the field, and this giant Macho Man dragon drops an elbow on you. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, so Dwight, Skyrim has this opening sequence where you're getting beheaded, but it gets interrupted by this dragon that comes in. So in Skyrim and most Elder Scroll games, you can mod them, which means you can change the graphics, change models into anything you want, music or whatever. And some people have had so much fun with it, where what he's talking about is they warped Macho Man Randy Savage onto the dragon and replaced all of its sounds with these sound bits.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah.
So much fun.
Yeah.
I was so young, man, when he was around. I remember some, but not enough. But by that time it was more I remember him from Slim Jim. That was
like
probably
Step to Slim Jim. Oh yeah.
that was, but I remember him on WWF, and gosh, that was a long time ago.
Oh, I had the Game Boy wrestling game. I forget which one it was, but it had like the graduation music in it. Or was the graduation a theme of a wrestler? I don't remember.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, that's like, yeah, it's that song. Was that?
That wasn't Elizabeth or anything, something like that?
No.
Not that chick?
No.
I think it was Macho Man's music when he was Macho King, because it would start off.
Was
it?
That probably was it.
There was one. I want to say you're right. It was like the graduation music.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is like Jake the Snake era.
Yeah.
So,
well, that
Hulk
to
Hogan
me,
did
man, that was the heyday, man.
Yeah.
Ravishing Rick Rude.
Oh, that poor guy. Yeah. Man, he got his neck snapped. Somebody jumped off the top rope while he was on the outside, and he got landed on it, and he just, some of these videos, I'm like, oof, like of all the careers in the world. Yeah, he
remember
that poor guy, man, because no, like I wouldn't want like I would put professional wrestling up there with one of the toughest jobs, because like every episode could be your last.
Yeah.
Like I watched this one on AEW. It's kind of an alternate, like a newer, smaller version of WWF.
Right. Like,
and
what was it? What the hell? Not
TNA
TBW.
Impact.
TNA Impact. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Well, this one that I watched, dude, like I rarely get sickened by like I'm kind of desensitized to violence when it's on TV.
When you see the bone snap out of their leg and it goes sideways the wrong way.
That's what happened. We joked about it. We call the guy Propeller Foot. Whole foot just spun around, and you could see like the muscle. And I'm like, oh my god!
Yeah.
Oh, the wet.
Oh man,
that always gets me.
It's like the Sonic the Hedgehog feet. Like.
So, man, I was in a wrestling match in high school. And I was in the middle of a match, and there was another set of guys wrestling next to us, and I see him come from behind and do a suplex move, and he's picking the guy up, and the guy posts back with his arm to stop him.
Oh no, elbow.
And his elbow snaps. Okay. And it goes up into the what is it? The ulna and the radius go up into the bicep, up into the top. Yeah. And it just like boom, it's half as short and it collapses. And
What?
I'm seeing this as it's happening while I'm wrestling with this guy. And like
I'm out.
everybody's like, "All right, stop." And,
Yeah.
and I mean, that
Ref
poor
was
guy,
a little
man.
late on that one, huh?
That poor guy with the
Oh.
collapsible arm was just a trooper, man.
Oh.
Because I think the shock hit him so hard, like he was actually just in shock. Like he was actually hanging in there really tough, man. It's like you want me to pull that out for you?
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, like I actually watched that happen. That was pretty wild.
Oh,
Nuts.
like it's all crumpled skin. Oh.
Oh no, actually it bulged out because man, it shoved it all the way in the top. And then you had the bulged skin because it was half as yeah.
Oh man.
I mean, do you pull a lethal weapon and just go over to the post and just slam your shoulder to get it to pop back into socket,
Yeah, just throw some tussin on it,
Hey, just rub some dirt on it, kid. Get back in there.
Or do you like walk over to him, put your foot on his shoulder, and then pull his arm?
And so this is what's nuts, man. When you've got all the recreations and oh my
Jesus.
goodness, serious.
Yeah, dude.
He misses.
Oh! Oh, man!
Oh! Oh, he's done.
Film. I think we just watched a man die.
That was
No,
8mm,
you
wasn't it?
He lived.
Oh.
He lived.
Show
Is
that
this new
again,
gimmick fly
man.
on
What
a
all
wall?
That
did
elbow
break?
clicks now, probably.
Yeah, they have one position. There's like an iron bar in there now.
Looks like he poops for his knee now.
Yeah, that ow. And there's
Yeah.
no padding either. That's straight on.
No, dude. I mean, for one, you dumbass, you missed it. I mean,
How do you overshoot that?
and
Ugh.
no, and no, hold on a minute. Hold on. Back it up. Did you see the ref like sitting there telling him no?
Yeah. That ref
The
just filed
ref's
for
like, don't
PTSD.
do it, bro. Don't do it.
What are
No.
you doing? No.
Get down. Get down. Don't do it. I'm going to start counting, Stop.
Oh my. Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Like even
The
the
only
crowd
thing
is
that
like,
saved him is his feet hit first. And it kind of,
flip. Yeah.
oh,
He bounced off the table a little bit.
so
too. Looks
glad
like
he had those little tight shorts on to break his fall.
This is like RPG armor. Like
He's got a +5 to squishy landing.
If he would have just rolled a little, he'd have had just something to fall on.
tuck and roll.
A
Yeah.
little bit. The guy was like, hey, walk it off. Walk it off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Quit your crying.
I'm just sitting there also like, did you see the dude's face that's laying on the table? I mean, what was that like? All right, get it over with. This
I
But
guy's
think
he's
gonna
trying
find
to
me.
kayfabe it.
I
Like
think
he
he's acting-
totally
yeah.
acted.
I think he acted like he got hurt.
Yeah,
this-
he's like, oh,
trying to play it off.
Yeah. This guy's gonna. Oh yeah, he's gonna land on me. All right, whatever. And then it's like, oh, yeah, he missed.
He didn't land on me. Oh no!
Ow,
I
ow,
still
ow,
got to do
that
my
hurt.
job. Yeah.
I'd have laughed. Is there audio with that? Because if that guy goes, man, I felt that.
I don't
That
know. I
cartoon
don't want
sound
to.
effects.
I'm sure there's audio to it. I just don't have it on, but
Oh,
I don't want to hear it.
It's just
like a crumple sound.
It sounds like a steak hitting the back of a restaurant
Yeah.
floor.
Oh.
Yeah.
Baseball bat.
someone throwing a bag of soup at the wall.
That's like watching Chive at the restaurant, where it's got all the stupidness and people like doing the old school America's Funniest Home Videos and bloopers and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And boy, there's some that's one thing I can't do, man. We talk about I can't watch is the skateboarding videos.
Oh
Oh
god,
yeah.
Because every time they got to do a nut cruncher, man, and they just do a highlight reel And
so those get you? Nutcracker video get you?
no, thank you,
CKY.
buddy.
The precursor to Jackass, man, the CKY stuff, Can't Kill Yourself.
Dude.
Yeah.
I
That's
watched
amazing.
the recent one, and they're still dumbasses.
Yeah. And now they got their dumbasses with achy bodies because they're old now, and it's like,
Yeah.
your
the
body
new
doesn't
one.
prepare.
Yeah.
I haven't
And
seen
so
the new
it's-
one yet.
Oh, I mean, you know what? It's nostalgic. It's worth a watch.
Yeah.
But they're- Some of it was funny though. What was it took me a minute, but I finally laughed out loud, and I laughed my ass off. And it was the biking against each other where they were racing, and then the hand came out and smacked them into the pool. Because you don't know like when it's coming, and they're going, and I mean they're just killing it, and all of a sudden SWAT, and he's just gone in the pool and gets nailed by that big hand. That was great. That I laughed my butt off.
Dude,
Some of the
my
stuff
favorite.
was just
Oh yeah, my favorite Jackass was the one where he went to the Thai restaurant and with a big log of dog poop and put it in the salad.
Oh
And
no.
he's like, "Excuse me, waitress. I ordered the vegetarian salad. This looks like there's some kind of meat or something in it."
Oh my gosh.
And the lady's like all nice, and she's like all broken English. She's like, "Oh no, that's a bean. That's a bean." He's like, "Oh, it smells awful. Oh, that's a big bean."
No.
And then like like she starts she's like shouting at her waiters, and what she's saying in like Cambodian or whatever. It's like,
Oh,
okay,
I
who put
bet.
poop in this guy's plate?
It's horrible.
I liked for whatever reason, whoever would freaking get in a porta potty and let them dump it over upside
Yeah.
down.
That was in 3D, wasn't it?
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Big
Yeah.
old Duke floating around. It's like the Schindler's List scene. That's a hiding space.
Dude, that was the best date movie, by the way. Was that movie in 3D in the theaters? Best date movie ever.
Wait, Schindler's List was the best.
No,
Schindler's
that's-
List. Getting to see
no.
that in 3D.
No,
Oh
that's
my.
not what I said. I was talking
I'm
Jackass 3D,
I'm pretty
but
sure that's what you
that's
said.
a funny joke, Chris. Especially, it's like what current events, isn't it?
If you
That's
didn't,
horrible.
we should dub that in. I don't care. That's what you said.
Leaving.
That's better than
They saw
anything
crime.
Hollywood could have
They're
put
there.
out.
Excuse to like hug her. They're there. I'm comforting her.
Great. Love Liam Neeson.
So is that what's going to happen? They're going to start recreating oldies in 3D to make money.
Oh my god.
Oh, damn.
Thanks. And that's what happens.
Oh, when you're taken out of context. Oh,
Yeah. Oh, Ben,
Wow.
what is it? Was it Shake's Head and Ben Shapiro disapproval?
Oh. At least I got Candace on my side. I'm just joking.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
I'm
I heard
just
they're
joking.
like warring now.
Yeah, that's
Huh?
yeah. I haven't watched. I thought
It's
it
like,
was-
let's race them. It's like two little yippy dogs, like shake them up and throw them at each other.
oh man.
Yeah, I don't know that whole being a Jew and all. It's like one of those things where I'm like, I'm not touching it. Like, oh, I bet I know what side you support. I'm like, no, America. Like,
Life, like, can we just all get along?
yeah, the Rodney King approach.
Yeah.
so is that a thing? Like, hey, did you cry on Schindler's List? And it's like, yeah, of course I did.
I was confused by it because like
Yeah.
it was in black and white, but there were parts that were in color, but
The red.
they weren't.
Yeah. The red.
That was just pre-Tarantino, man. That's how that worked back then.
Yeah, and I laughed at the poop. I'm sorry. I know that makes me. I'm sure when he jumps into the latrine to hide, and there's like a floating dookie, and there's little kids down there, and they're like, "Get out of here! This is our hiding spot." And I'm like,
Oh no.
Mr. Fish, get out of class. Like, you know?
Oh, man.
Oh no.
Well, then again, I was the one that got kicked out of science class when they showed the Nova's The Miracle of Life, and they had that like predator view of the dude's dong when it got erect, and I just started laughing because the kid goes, "Luke, I am your father."
Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's funny.
Just get out! I'm like, I didn't do it.
Oh,
It's my fault.
Funny.
this will have to be edited.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. He bites me on, and I'm all talking about Nova.
That's a funny joke, though.
Oh no! Hey Ryan, no!
Oh,
Oh man!
Yeah. Wow.
Not touching.
You know, it's also fun. Are you guys able to like read back live chat still? For some reason, I don't think I could read back through live chats. I haven't been able to for a minute.
what do you mean?
Like to go back, like check what live chat was saying after a YouTube video. I haven't been able to, or after a live stream.
Yeah,
I haven't been able
they
to.
ended that.
Did they? That's what
Yeah.
I thought.
Well, because Google's making losing a lot of money, and they're actually trying to kick people off. They're trying to get creators like they want like the NFL and ABC and like Jimmy Kimmel clips and stuff because it's commercial viability.
Yeah.
They want to get rid of the U in YouTube
Yeah.
because it's costing them
really?
money. Yeah, they're not making any revenue, so it's
So what is it? Them tube?
yeah.
Yeah, that's what happens when you kind of do that to your creators, I guess.
What if I identify as a you?
Right, I work here. I'm the boss.
Excuse me, that's my stapler. No.
I'm gonna need you to move into
My office is right here, and
move your desk back about.
but there's no room over there, and I get
This
very
far.
because
I explicitly asked for no salt in this martini. Margarita.
at the end. Yeah.
Strychnine in the guacamole.
The strychnine in the guaco. Yeah, I'm gonna set fire to the building.
Excuse me, sir.
Office Space, guys, go check it.
No. No salt. No salt in the margarita.
Well, I would love to keep the banter. It's starting to get that time.
Oh,
Yeah, it is. Throw on the trailer and let's get.
Well, Chris, thank
get
you
it
for
done.
dropping in, man.
yeah. Thanks for the invite, man. I haven't
Liven up
spoken to you in
the
a while.
place a bit.
That's actually pretty good, man. I don't think you've been on with me, so that's
Yeah.
that's a treat.
Yeah, we're a pretty bad combo.
Hey, it's if it works, it works. So
Yeah.
it's pretty fun.
Yeah, if we were friends in school, our parents would be like, each other's kids is a bad influence.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hey,
Yeah.
we go together like vomit and diarrhea, man.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, guys, thank you all so much for showing up and hanging with us. And yeah, a little bit long one. I got in a roll. I got in a groove. I felt like getting something done. So yeah, I've actually worked about 9 or 10 hours today. So I've already naturally
Go
broke
at it.
my rule today. So, all right. Well, that's it. That was all. Chris, thank you, buddy. We'll have to do it again. Dwight, thank you.
You bet, bud.
But Schindler's List wasn't a comedy, and it wasn't my favorite comedy, but that was probably the best joke I've heard.
It was taken out of
good.
context.
It was good. It was good. No, that's awesome. Anyway, we're gonna show you our trailer now. All right, love you guys. Have a good one. Be safe out there. And let's get it going.